Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Branching off from the Week 12 recap video into the Week 13 preview video. Huge weeks, guys, for John, Eric, myself, and Aaron. Pretty much make or break for us to make the playoffs. I mean, this is do or die time. You know, we already know which teams are eliminated, but there's still, teams that are eliminated, set your rosters this week. You know, look to shake up the playoffs as much as you can. The impact, will be big. With what you can do. I mean, we already got the 1 seeds locked up, but those 2 seeds are still up for grabs, guys, even in the last week of the season. It's going to take some little magic for Aaron, but, looking at Eric and John, both are tied at 6 and 6. I mean, they have to win. If they lose, count on them not making the playoffs. Let me jump into, the matchups that, aren't really going to make a huge impact, but still actually could make an impact, guys. I mean, every win and loss this week we'll have there's no dead games. Looking at Nico taking on Team Badasses, even though Mike's already locked up that 1 seed, if he falls to 8 and 5 and say I upset and Brock and sit at 8 and 5, I mean that could throw the playoffs a little bit. Switch up the matchups. So Nico, get that roster set, bud. Put in the guys who are going to give you the best chance to win. Mike scores a lot of points, but you never know. Looking at the projected totals, I mean Mike sitting there projected at 107 and Nico 75. I'm actually going to get into depth with everybody's matchup. Looking at Mike's team, he's got Steven Jackson against San Francisco. That's a tough run defense. Everybody knows that. Oakland's got a great defense. Looking at the Giants, for Mike, Victor Cruz might be held in check. With holy shit, Darren Woodson on Victor Cruz. Green Bay's defense, some ball hawkers. They lead the league with the most picks. With Nico, or actually, real quick, jump back to Mike. He's got Rob Gronkowski at Indianapolis. Indianapolis's defense is in shambles. They don't stop anybody, so look for Gronkowski to continue his run. Nico maybe throw Drew Brees in there, give him the start. Although Christian Pounder's got a juicy matchup with Denver, Drew Brees is a stud. He's, the number 2 quarterback in the league now? Yep, number 2 quarterback in the league, so, play him as such. But big playoff implications there. This is one of the matchups of the week. Obviously, there's 4 this week, but Eric needs to win going up against Kiss My Ash. These 2 people and that teams in general are always kind of fun to get around and talk sports because they argue quite a bit and it's fun to watch. Talking about one-on-one football and all that nonsense, but breaking it down into fantasy-wise, looking at it, Eric's got to win here. If he loses, John could beat Jobby, and we don't have to talk tiebreakers. But looking at it, Eric's got Carson Palmer against Miami, Beanie Wells at Dallas, who Dallas gives up a lot of yards on the ground, DeMarco Murray versus Arizona, and Arian Foster at Atlanta. Greg Jennings is big guy against the Giants. Eric has some juicy matchups. This looks like, based on matchups, Eric's going to win this one. You got Cam Newton versus Tampa Bay, Ben Jarvis Green Ellis against Indianapolis for Ashley, Ray Rice against Cleveland, Steve Smith with Tampa Bay, obviously, and then Larry Fitzgerald at Dallas. She's also got some good matchups, guys, so, she could upset, knock Eric out of the playoffs here. I know Ashley wants to do that. She is a good owner. She cares about the league, and so she's going to do, what she can to, make an impact on the league. Looking at the projected numbers here, I think, where's it at? I know, guys, I keep it sexy in MC's Finest, so that league is for you. Looking at the projected numbers, guys, it's going to be high scoring. You're looking at Eric projected at 113, Ashley at 108. So that could be an interesting one to watch. This is the biggest one I'm watching all week. I need Aaron to lose this matchup against Titletown USA. If they lose, I'm an automatic win in the playoffs. So I'm really pulling for Jared and Joe this week. I can't say anything else. As the league owner, I like to see everybody, be competitive and have fun. But this week, I'm really hoping that Titletown USA can pull it out because I got a tough matchup with Brock. This is also one of the matchups of the week. Looking at, some of the matchups Aaron has, they're pretty good. He's got Eric Decker in Minnesota, Vernon Davis against St. Louis, the Bears' defense against Kansas City's offense, which, most people don't look at a defensive matchup, but Kansas City's offense is terrible. So the Bears' defense are going to feast on that. The only thing, Kansas City is probably going to pack the box. They got a pretty good run defense, and, Caleb Haney's not going to throw all over Kansas City, so look for Matt Forte to maybe get bottled up. The Giants, Aaron Rodgers, he'll get his 25 points. That's a given. It's what the rest of his team does. He's got Laurent Robinson at Arizona. Look for him to maybe get in the end zone again. Going over, looking at Titletown USA, he's got Eli Manning against Green Bay, Mark Ingram against Detroit, possibly without Ndamukong Suh, so he might get some running room there. LeGarrette Blount at Carolina, he might do something there. Jordy Nelson against the Giants. I think Vincent Jackson at Jacksonville is a big one. If Vincent Jackson can have a big game, a couple touchdown game, that's going to be big for Jared. He's going to need that. I hate to say it, but I think I am going to go with Aaron in this one. He's, good team, scores a lot of points. Hopefully Jared can pull out the upset, but I actually, my football wisdom, I have to take Aaron on this one. I'll jump back and obviously pick my winners on the last two. Going back, I think Eric is going to get, the win over Ashley, put the pressure on John to get his victory in against the Regulators, but I got to go with Eric. His team's been so hot. They've been scoring a ton of points. Jumping back, I am going to take Mike over Nico. Mike's team's just been too good lately, and I think Mike's going to finish with a 9-5, nice respectable record there. All right, jumping into the other matchup of the week is me versus Brock, Polish Pounders versus Megatron's Army. Looking at my matchups, I got a couple really good matchups with Tom Brady at Indianapolis. He should throw all over them. McCoy up against Seattle. Hopefully he runs all over them. That's a Thursday night game, so we'll get to see that score just after tomorrow. Willis McGahee at Minnesota, that's a tough one, but I got a couple guys I could throw in there. Maybe Percy Harvin at the flex, I don't know. Ryan Matthews at Jacksonville. Hopefully I get some good points out of him. All three of my running backs scored double digits last week. McGahee and Matthews ran for over 100 yards, so that was, good to see. I had D'Angelo Williams bench. He had 2 touchdowns, but I don't know if I'm going to throw him in there against Tampa Bay. Roddy White, looking at Houston. Houston's got a good defense. Hopefully Roddy White can do some damage there. And then A.J. Green against Pitt. That's tough. But I do have 49ers defense up against St. Louis's offense. So 49ers, hopefully lock it down. I can get another, 15 to 17 points out of them, which they've been great all year. Looking at Brock, he's obviously going to start Chris Johnson against Buffalo this week. He doesn't have him netted in there. I'll probably sit Benson against Pittsburgh. Even though Benson hasn't been terrible against Pittsburgh, I think his last game, he had 50 yards, 57 yards on 15 carries. And against Baltimore, he actually had 2 touchdowns. He's another good run defense. So, maybe start him in the flex, over John Stewart. Tony Romo against Arizona or Matt Stafford against New Orleans. It's going to be a toss-up for him. Maybe he even throws in Nate Washington. I don't know, against Buffalo. Really up to him, but, Brock's got a great team, guys. I'm on a 5-game winning streak right now. Brock on a 2-game losing streak. Hopefully I can get one more victory, to lock up the playoffs. I mean, if I win this week, doesn't matter what Aaron does, I win. But if I lose and Aaron wins, I'm out of the playoffs. I already looked into the tiebreaker. He's going to knock me out with head-to-head record, or interdivision record. Like I said, I've been terrible in my own division, but I've been ridiculously good outside of my division. So if as long as I can win, I'm going to make the playoffs. But if I can't and Aaron wins, I'm out. So I'm praying that I get the victory here. Tough matchup, though, for me. I got to go with me just because I'm a homie. Got to go with myself in that one. So, let's see what happens. It's been a fun year. So tough matchup, though. Going back to the other matchup of the week, Bolingbrook Blue Ballers against the Regulators. Jobby was recently just knocked out. He's on a 4-game losing streak. His team's been, hurt and tough all year. I'm looking for John here to really get the win. He needs a win to lock it up. Damn, where's my time? I know I've been talking a while. John, he's got some good matchups. He's got Matt Ryan and Michael Turner at Houston, so he's looking for one of them to bust through. Reggie Bush in Oakland, they bottled up Matt Forte last week, so it's going to be a rough week for him. Rashard Mendenhall at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's got a really good defense, and Mendenhall might get bottled up as well. Might not get his points. He had a tough week last week. Looking at it, in that matchup, he had 17 carries, 57 yards. I mean, for a guy who I wanted to draft Rashard Mendenhall first round this year. He was a beast last year. I thought he was going to have even more upside, and he's been, more of a flex play this year than anything. He's the 25th ranked running back. Hasn't really gotten it going, so John needs a big week from him. Dwayne Bowe at at Chicago this week. It's going to be a tough matchup for Dwayne Bowe, trying to get the ball in there. Everybody who watches Chicago football knows that the Bears, had a rough pass defense, but now, their pass defense is pretty acceptable. It's looking good. He's going to have to rely on Dwayne Bowe getting that one big play. But I'm sure Charles Tillman's going to be playing some man-on-man defense with him. And, Charles Tillman's one-on-one defense actually is pretty decent, except against, Calvin Johnson. Michael Crabtree at, St. Louis might be a good matchup. And looking at Jason Witten at Arizona as well. Looking at his bench, maybe Steve Johnson, he starts him, but he's been up and down all year. Looking at Javi, Frank Gore against St. Louis looks to be a big one for Frank Gore. Wes Welker at Indy, he's going to do some big-time damage here. Deshaun Jackson might get some work in at Seattle. And Anquan Bolden against Cleveland's pass defense. Their actually pass defense is pretty good. Look for San Diego to really put up some big points against Jacksonville on Monday night. He's got Antonio Gates and Nick Novak scoring some points there, and he's also got the Chargers defense going up against Jacksonville's weak offense. So he's going to get some big points from the tail end of his roster there. I got to go with John here. It's going to be a must-win for him. I know Javi's been kind of up and down, but John's going to score his points when he needs to. This will be a big week. I think it's going to be a close game, very low scoring, but it'll still be a good game. So, guys, this is it. We're week 13 here. It's been fun. It's been great. Everybody knows what kind of needs to go down. Real quick, because I discussed on my tiebreaker, let me talk about John and Eric's tiebreaker. I'll go through who has kind of the interdivision record in case there is a tie. It is on video, so you guys seen it. If it's interdivision record, since neither of them play a division game this week, looks like John has the edge. John had a 4-1 division record. Eric was 4-2. Like I said, guys, that plays into you played more division games than me. So let's vote on that. If this is a serious topic, hop on and vote. If you think division record shouldn't be there and maybe head-to-head record should be the first tiebreaker. Who won between Eric and John the most. If you think we should switch it and do head-to-head record first, make a post, guys. I'll gladly do it, and we'll take it to a league vote, but we got to do it quick. I didn't realize this division game thing was screwed up until just a couple days ago, and I told Brock about it. So if you think we should switch it up and do head-to-head record, let's make a post on it real quick. Tell me what you think. I'm not opposed to doing it because it could have a big implication for John and Eric. So let me know, guys. We got to talk about it and get it out of the way. But if there is a tiebreaker, interdivision record, John's gonna get through. But if we don't and it's head-to-head record, I got to go back and figure that out. I don't even know me and Aaron's head-to-head record. So let's make a post on it, see what you think. I'll look forward to hearing from you guys. If you need to, I can do another video about it. Not a problem. So, guys, please be sure to, I'm serious about the post on the playoffs. I want everybody's opinion, so please check the page. I'll make a post, and then you guys follow up on it. Tell me what you think. So good luck this week to Eric, me, John, and Aaron, even though I don't want to say good luck to Aaron. Good luck, guys. Good luck to all the other teams trying to make some upsets, and good luck to the number 1 seeds advancing further. It's been fun, guys. Great season. I've had fun so far. Playoff video will come next week, and we will talk playoffs. I'm so excited about it. Hope I get in there. It'll be even more exciting, but I will show excitement if I'm not in the playoffs, guys. Don't worry about that. I will keep up on the league page. I'm not one of those owners who, once he's out, he's done. I'm not like that. So it'll be fun, guys. Good luck. Have fun this week. Make sure you comment on everybody's matchup. It means a lot to us to see what your opinion is. So have fun, guys. Good luck. It's getting cold as fuck outside. It snowed a little bit yesterday. It's supposed to start snowing a lot today. So I feel like shit. So, that'll make it even better. Alright, have fun, guys. Good luck, and I love you. Alright, later, guys.